Have you ever stopped to think that every word you speak is a tiny fossil? Every sentence a museum of human thought? The story of English literature is not some dusty collection of forgotten books on a high shelf. It is the living, breathing story of us. It's the tale of how our language was forged in fire and verse. Love, heroism, justice, our own minds have been shaped by poets, playwrights, novelists across 1,000 years. It's a grand, sprawling epic filled with monsters, pilgrims, star-crossed lovers and rebels. It is, quite simply, the most magnificent story ever told, and it belongs to every single one of us. First, let us cast our minds back, way back, to a time before England was even England. We find ourselves in the Anglo-Saxon period, roughly from the 5th to the 11th century. The language spoken here, Old English, would be almost unrecognizable to us today. It sounds deep, guttural, Germanic, wind-swept coasts, fire-lit mead halls. This was not a language for delicate romance, a language for survival. Its literature was an oral tradition, sung or chanted by a poet, a scop, to the accompaniment of a harp. These were stories of loyalty, of courage against impossible odds, and the grim reality of fate, Ward. The undisputed champion of this era is Beowulf, English literature's foundational myth. A Geatish warrior travels to Denmark. He must slay Grendel. Grendel terrorizes the king's hall. Beowulf, impossibly strong, fiercely loyal, brave to the point of madness. The poem's heavy, rhythmic, alliterative verse, a drumbeat of war. It isn't just a monster story, a meditation on leadership, on heroism, on being a good man in a dark world. Next, everything changed. In 1066, William the Conqueror and his Norman knights crossed the Channel, and with them came a new language, Norman French. For the next few centuries, England became a place of linguistic division. The aristocracy, the courts, the government, while the common folk, the peasantry, continued to speak a version of English. This collision created a new language, Middle English, grammatical simplicity, earthy vocabulary of Old English, refined Latin-based words of French. Suddenly, the language had two words for everything. Pig, pork. This linguistic melting pot reached its glorious zenith in the work of one man, Geoffrey Chaucer. Writing in the late 14th century, Chaucer is often called the father of English literature. He made the radical decision to write his masterpiece, the Canterbury Tales, not in French, not in Latin, but in the English of the London streets.